Hello guys, and welcome to the White Rabbit Trading Channel. Before we begin, please take a moment to read the disclaimer below. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor and everything here is for educational purposes only. And if you find this analysis helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. Your support helps me create more content like this. It's not hard for you, but it's pleasant for me. Alright, let's dive in. Previously, we were looking at a potential move either up or down, depending on how price action developed. One of the key scenarios was a move up from the current area, which required local structure continuation, but that didn't happen. Instead, price moved down into the confluence area. As I mentioned before, if price reaches this level, it would be a gift if we get a clear setup there. This is a major confluence level, and many traders were waiting for it, so it's not surprising that the market either front-ran it or swept below it, stopping out longs before reversing. This is a common liquidity trap we've seen many times before. On the lower time frames, we can clearly see that price just grinded down, making no structure changes, just lower highs and lower lows, until it reached the next support area. This move also hit almost all potential average downside levels, forming a monthly wick. If you're positioned correctly in the market, this is and this move to the downside gave us new opportunities. Since then, price has been consolidating into a local range, and now we wait for the next stronger push. On the monthly time frame, price has moved down, forming a wick and showing a strong reaction so far. But of course, the month is still long, meaning price could still come down again or even sweep this level. For bullish continuation, I don't want to see Bitcoin closing below this level. If Bitcoin is truly bullish, it needs to hold. For the bearish scenario, however, a close below this level would be a clear sign of weakness. For bullish continuation, I want to see price reclaiming the monthly open and making its way to the next key direction. Now, those are the extreme scenarios, either breaking up or breaking down. But there's also a third possibility: price could continue ranging here for a longer period, without making an extreme move up or down. Since we don't know exactly when it will break, the best strategy is to trade the range until a clear breakout occurs. By the way, my own trading chart is not messy like this, but the one I share publicly includes all levels I'm watching, so it might look a bit overwhelming. On the daily time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is grinding along the trend line. Timing-wise, it is still within the window for forming a low, meaning as long as price stays down here, there's still a chance for a new low to form. But if price holds, and instead of breaking down, it ranges longer, then as soon as this time window closes, the likelihood increases that the low is already in. If that's the case, then the next question is how far price moves when we reach the timing window for the highs. Will we see continuation to the upside, forming a higher high? Or will Bitcoin struggle to move higher and remain in a longer consolidation phase? If the latter happens, then price could stay in a range for longer, possibly into next month. This is something we need to watch closely. Now, let's switch to the lower time frames. Locally, we can see that Bitcoin broke the 1-hour structure, showing a potential continuation to the upside to test the 4-hour structure higher up. This means that as long as Monday's low is not broken, I need to look for signs of a potential higher low forming. Only if Monday's low gets taken out, I will shift my focus to new scenarios. These setups are already planned out, with key levels where I'll be looking for reactions and strength, such as an SFP or deviation. But like I said, until then, I need to look for a potential higher low, and for that, I'll be watching local support levels, such as an order block combined with liquidity that was built up just before it and some equal lows in the area. For price to reach this level, it first needs to move down. So, locally, I'll be watching if price retraces there, for example, by sweeping yesterday's high or even going slightly higher. At these levels, I'll be watching for a local SFP and lower timeframe structure changes for a potential scalp short into these equal lows. However, if price just pushes up and gives no reaction, then there is no trade. Same logic applies to the lower levels. It's a point of interest, but I still need to see a reaction before setting a local invalidation. Of course, invalidation could also be Monday's low, and if that gets taken out, then I would start looking for new setups. With proper size management, this shouldn't be a problem. And as always, no reaction, no trade. Summary and key takeaways. The monthly chart shows a wick forming, but there's still plenty of time left. Bulls want to see Bitcoin reclaim the monthly open, while bears want to close below the key level. Daily structure is still within the window for forming a low. If Bitcoin holds here and ranges longer, it increases the probability that the low is already in. On the 1-hour time frame, a structure break occurred, signaling a potential move to test the 4-hour structure. Key trade setups. As long as Monday's low holds, I'm watching for a higher low. If price sweeps liquidity and rejects key levels, I'll look for scalp opportunities. If price breaks Monday's low, new setups will be in play, but confirmation is needed. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is still in a range, and until we break, that's it for today's update. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll keep you updated as the market develops. Until then, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next one.